Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Today we're taking a look at the Eagtac, or I guess nowadays, the Eagtac. And this is going to be their P200LR model. Here's the box. And on the inside, it is rather cleverly laid out. Let's take a look at what you get with the flashlight. First, you get a warranty card. You get a user manual for, more than one flashlight, which is part of their line. You get probably the best wrist lanyard I have ever seen included with a Chinese-made flashlight from a company based in China. This is actually a huge step above most wrist lanyards. Yep, that is a metal gate clip, split ring. There's your nylon cord with, a very nice plastic end holding them together, and a button adjustment. Honestly, I own hundreds, possibly thousands of flashlights similar in configuration to this particular model, and I have never gotten a lanyard attachment nearly as good as what you get from this company. Very impressive, and I'm never going to use it, but very impressive. You also get an accessory baggie. It comes with 2 O-rings, and it also comes with something else that I will show you later on in the video, which I'm glad they included it, but it is going to be a slight disadvantage of the light. And finally, well, not finally, you do get a nice nylon holster. Velcro adjustment on the back, plastic D-ring. Now this is a particularly nice holster, which I'm never going to use. And finally, we get this. Now this is the charging cable. And you might be saying to yourselves, okay, that's nice you get that, but why are you emphasizing a charging cable? You guys will see. You guys will see. Stick around. But it's very important that this charging cable comes with the flashlight. And here it is. The Eagtac or Eagtac P200LR. Now, I did remove the lanyard ring attachment, but I'll show you what it looks like on this similar Eagtac. That's what it looks like right there. It's made out of plastic. As you can see, quite a large opening. You can definitely get that small metal clip through there. I've done it. So that's your lanyard attachment. And for those of you who are familiar with older generation Surefire L-series lights, that tail cap configuration is an exact copy of the old school L1 from Surefire. Honestly, That is definitely a light worth copying. And this thing, it's kind of hard to see, but it rotates, it's plastic, it's two-piece plastic. You can actually pry this apart and get it off. And since I'm never going to use the lanyard attachment, that's what I did. And it just looks cleaner, and that rotating plastic piece doesn't get in the way for me. So this looks like your typical tactical flashlight trying to be tactical. Well, no, because this flashlight probably comes closer to the real thing as a budget flashlight than anything else you will find from any other made-in-China light from a made-in-China company or from a Chinese company. Because for the last several months, I have been trying to track down a budget alternative tactical light that meets my needs. And this is the closest I've come. Now, there is another flashlight I will be buying soon, and I will start testing it out. I don't want to mention it here because it might be better, it might not be. But so far, buying up several made-in-China lights from several Chinese companies, this is the absolute closest one I've found to a budget alternative, genuine tactical light. Let's start here. Nice rubberized single switch. No extra buttons, no extra levers, nothing. Just something you can grab, pull out of a pocket, boom, hit that boot, and the light comes on. And the best part is the UI, because you basically rotate this part here for whichever output you want to turn on first. So if you want the absolute brightest setting, which is a rated 2100 lumens, no, not even close. But highest setting, 2100 rated lumens, you just twist this portion until you get it, and there's my camera compensating for the output. So you can carry this on the highest setting, on the medium setting, or on the lowest setting, whichever one works best for your needs, and you will never, ever have to worry about accidentally, oops, I bumped the tail cap twice and it went to a different setting. No, I love the freaking UI. And honestly, I'm not sure how Eagtac gets away with it. I think there's a company that patented that particular UI. And maybe, well, let's face it, Chinese company, light made in China, that is a nation that does not give a damn about US patents. No, they do not. However, maybe Eagtac found a clever way to get around any patents regarding mode switching. But yeah, I've got this set up for high mode only, the rated 2100 lumens, which actually I don't even think this thing is pumping out half of that, because when I compared it to my, and I just found this out, recently discontinued Nightcore flashlight rated for 1800 lumens. Yeah, that 1800 made that flashlight turn into a hand warmer in about 10 seconds. This one, on supposedly 2100 lumens, and again, rated lumens, not the actual lumens numbers, I know that, but even by that standard, this light does not turn into a hand warmer. Ironically, that's another advantage, because with this model, you get a flashlight on the highest setting that remains cool to the touch for actually 2 or 3 minutes of continuous runtime. This does not turn into a hand warmer on the highest setting. Meanwhile, a similar flashlight from a different Chinese company, Nightcore, rated at 1800 lumens, is a lot more intense, a lot more, and turns into a hand warmer in about 20 seconds, a rather intense hand warmer. So the output from this is nowhere near 2100 lumens, which isn't surprising because I remember when this company first came onto the scene. They came onto the biggest flashlight forums out there, candle power forums, and I remember when they arrived, they said, oh, 5 of the biggest online flashlight shops are authorized dealers. They've already jumped on the wagon. Well, no, that wasn't the case. One of them did, and then one of them said, well, we're currently in talks with Eagtac, but yeah, we didn't agree to be an authorized dealer. And the other 3 said, who? We never even heard of the company. And then just to make things worse, Eagtac claimed to be a made in America company with their company headquarters right here in America. Well, little thing about the members on Candle Power forums, and yes, I've been a member there for a long time. It's not a good idea to lie to us, because even though we don't always get along with each other, when someone lies to us, yeah, we will work together to find out the truth. And the truth is, Eagtac, Chinese company, headquarters in China, and the address that they gave us all those many years ago turned out to be the address of one of their employees living in America. Yeah, not a good look. Not a good look. The company responded that, oh, sorry, we were a little too eager because we love what we're producing. And indeed, early on, before the lies came out, I did purchase an Eagtac P200LR single AA flashlight LED, which I still own to this day. The body is a little slick, but it's a good light. But because of the scandal, I refused to buy an Eagtac for, about a decade. But then, during my search, I stumbled across this model and another one from Eagtac, so I bought them, tried them out, and this is a surprisingly good, genuine tactical light. I mean, especially if you're looking for one of the absolute shortest, thinnest 18650 based tactical lights out there. This is pretty much it. And Again, I love the fact that it's a single button tail cap switch. I love the UI where you just rotate this portion and this will always turn on in whatever output you want it with no accidental activation on a different output setting. There's a bit of checkering here. It's not very aggressive. It looks aggressive, it's not aggressive. The rest of the checkering on the body, unfortunately, is even worse. That is one of the disadvantages. This thing, even though it has checkering, that checkering is ridiculously shallow. I mean, it helps a tiny bit over a perfectly smooth metal flashlight body, but yeah, not by much. I mean, not by much. You're gonna be glad that there is this flat surface here, which actually does ironically help with grip a bit. But yeah, the checkering on this flashlight is just too shallow. Up here, shallow. Here, even more shallow. So yeah, keep that in mind. You are sure as hell not getting old school surefire checkering on this light. That is definitely a disadvantage. You have a wraparound clip that doesn't completely wrap around, but this clip is excellent. I've had no issues with this clip accidentally popping off, getting stuck on a chair or a seat belt, climbing out of my car. This clip, yeah, it's a wraparound clip, but works very well. No issues with the clip at all. Coming down, stainless steel bezel. There's the LED. And I can tell you guys right now that the one on my sample is the Luminous SST40 LED. Now that is a damn good one. I got this flashlight off of AliExpress. For those of you who know, you know. But surprisingly, you can find a lot more than just cheap stuff on AliExpress. And they do give you options as to which LED you want, especially on this model with the optic, as you can see. And that's the one I chose, and I'm really happy I did. But yeah, nice stainless steel bezel protecting that optic and the LED. Now, these rings here, wow, those are functional. I wish these were on the body. But okay, it is what it is. Now, you might be wondering, what is that slightly abnormal looking thing right there? Right there. Can you see it? Let me tilt it. Yeah. You see that? Well, the way you charge up this flashlight is through this rubber cover, which the light does not come with, but one is included with the accessory pack. And when I found it, I tossed it on there immediately, because the company claims that the opening is watertight. No, it's not. This is not a Streamlight wedge opening for charging up the battery inside. It's not. So that's a slight issue. Over here, battery life indicator, which of course is not working while I'm filming this video. But yeah, battery life indicator. Take the tail cap off. And on the inside, we get a Eagtac or Eagtac 18650 battery. Now here's the thing about the battery, or I guess the flashlight. Remember this? Yeah. If you want to charge up this battery while it's inside this flashlight, this is what you use. And let me be specific. This is what you use. Do not try using another cable, which, as you can see, yeah, it looks like a normal USB to USB-C cable. It's not. This is the only cable, literally, the one that Eagtac includes with your light. This is the only freaking cable that is capable of charging up this battery when it is inside that light. Not even joking. I don't know what the company did, but for some bizarre reason, if you try to charge up this battery in this light with any other cable, it won't work. It won't. It'll just refuse to charge, which is bizarre to me. No other company does this except Eagtac. Now, the good news is, if you have a charger, a good basic 1 or 2 bay charger, like this single bay charger, it will work. But you have to take the battery out of the light, pop it on here, and charge it that way. So thankfully, that is an option. But that is probably the biggest disadvantage of this flashlight. And it's also a ridiculous one. I mean, yeah, the shallow checkering, that can be forgiven. This rubberized little cover port that you might lose, I haven't in all the months of testing. That's right, months. That's a slight thing that can be forgiven. But freaking hell, seriously? This is the only cable I can use to charge up the battery while it's inside the light? What the hell, Eagtac? Why? Why? That is a huge disadvantage, especially if you don't have a charger. And this is the Lito Kala single bay charger. I got this from countycom.com. But yeah, what the hell? Literally no other flashlight company does this, not even the cheap no-name flashlight brands out there. None, just Eagtac. However, if you're willing to put up with that, along with the smooth body, or rather smooth checkering, and this cover, well, I can definitely give this a conditional recommendation. Oh, by the way, if you'd like something similar, but you don't want to deal with that cover, this might be a good choice. This is the Eagtac P200LR model. Yeah, you don't have a port for charging a battery directly, and it's right around maybe ½ an inch longer. But as far as this one goes, I mean, yeah, I can forgive that. I can forgive the somewhat smooth body. Personally, I can forgive the BS with the charging cable, since I do have plenty of chargers. You might want to think about that last one, though. So far, this is an excellent budget, as close as possible, legit tactical light, mainly because of the excellent UI. So this does absolutely get a conditional recommendation from me. All right, guys, I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm going to end it here. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.